So yeah guys, welcome to my channel on the Reader Saga. Actually, I know that we are just not reading at reading anything at all on my channel, but to be very honest, I just try to keep this channel more philosophical things and more philosophical thoughts. So I think let me first confirm that whether I am live or not. Yes, I am live, and from the I think from the title you guys can understand what exactly do we need, why do we need to reproduction, what are the human needs, and what's the difference between the lust and the need for the reproduction. Like, I just had a thought, so I just don't know what's the difference between that, so I just thought we just come on YouTube live and watch it together. But I had a different plan. I had a different plan for like I know that I think you guys maybe know or not, but I also have a different channel on which I just come live and I just talk a lot about the different things. Like, that's the comedy channel, but on this channel I just try to keep more educational thing. And I literally had a content regarding that channel, but like, I just watching the video about the editing edition. He's from Indore, by the way, and I was just watching his video on YouTube, and I just liked that, and were only 100K views were present on that video. So I think I just wanted to talk on my second channel, or you can say that on my first channel, about that. But I just had different plans in my mind. Like, I don't talk about the reality, like the basic, the thing that I love the most about the philosophy and about the learning new things. So I just thought, ki, why shouldn't I go live on this channel rather than that? So yeah, rather than that channel. So let's just talk about let's just talk about the, like, let's just talk about the reality, about lust, about the other things. Like, why do we need that urges in our body, in our mind? Like, I'm a 21 years old guy. I just had a lot of, like, everybody, I think, in my age, those who are suffering from it, they can understand that there are a lot of things that a human has to that, like, human has that urge to go and have some,
We are
like
creating
lust
mass.
about the
We are
lust about the
finding.
sex. So why do we exactly need that urge? Why, like, a normal human being like us, we can just go and understand that, yeah guys, this is something i just I just finished. I just make something great out of my lust. So yeah, that was the reason that I started to that I just come on live on YouTube, to understand why do we need lust. We can What exactly we can do with love and lust. Like, i had I had a different opinion on that. So let's just understand with the help of, like, lust versus love. What's the difference between lust versus love? We just we just watch videos, we just learn, we just read a lot about that. We just going to read the articles, and we just gonna see a lot of videos, like, how I defeated lust after 90 years of struggling. Like, this is the Nick Jonas, if you guys know about him. I don't know whether you know about him. I also don't know about him. Kill lust, a lot, like, a lot of videos. I think, no, I am not the only person who is suffering from lust and the love, about the philosophical thoughts about the lust. Like, there are a lot of people, those who are still they are suffering from the problem of lust and problem of love. So yeah, let me just watch that video with you guys. Like, I'm just coming in a second, because I just want to connect my Bluetooth headphone, and after that we just come live and watch that video together. Give me a second, guys. And guys, I know one thing, that I just keep constantly saying the filler words, like, just please ignore that, because I am the one who learned English very not that quickly, because in my school nobody was scared about nobody still in my school nobody scared about English speaking skills. Like everybody, I think in India everybody is more focused on English learning, English speaking, but nobody's talking about speaking, nobody's talking about vocabulary, nobody's talking about the reality of the English, that English is also a language which only, if you learn English, then it will only impact in the world. Like you can connect with more people, most people in the world, because it is the international language. But if you are good in Hindi speaking skills, like, or even in Bengali or any or other Tamil in or other speaking of the language, you just don't feel ashamed about your language. You are speaking good, it doesn't matter that what, it doesn't matter that what, like what, just a second. Yeah, yeah, my mic is connected. I thought that my Bluetooth handset is connected with my mic, and I am using the Bluetooth headphones mic. So yeah, we were talking about what exactly we were talking about. Yeah, we were talking about language. Like if you are speaking in Hindi, even or any other language, just feel good in speaking that language, because it doesn't matter what language you are speaking. What actually matters is how much good and how much better quality language you are speaking. That what actually matters is. So yeah, I just thought, let's watch this video. Guys, just give me a second. And I think this is the problem that everybody is suffering from. Like those who are philosophically uplifted, those who are spiritually uplifted, they also feel that why do we need that thing in our life? Like, why do we want lust in our life? So yeah, that's the reason I just talk about it, because I am the one who just feel in the same way. Even though I know everything that lust is not very good, but still, if I'm still drowning in that stuff, in that thing, then it doesn't matter that how much knowledge, how much wisdom of knowledge I have. What actually matters is I am just still drowning even though I have a knowledge about it. So yeah, this is the thing I just talk about. I think you guys can listen it. Why the hell this is happening, yaar? Just a second, man. What happened? What happened? Hello, hello. Desktop audio. I just don't understand why the desktop audio is not coming. यार यही होता है हमेशा, जब जब लाइव करने बैठता हूँ कुछ ना कुछ दिक्कत आई जाती है यार. आई थिंक अब आ जाए. क्योंकि अभी मैंने एक लाइव करा था, उसमें नहीं आ रही यार आवाज. जस्ट अ सेकंड. ये क्यों हो रहा है? आई डोंट नो व्हाट द रीजन बिहाइंड दैट. अगर ये नहीं चलेगा तो ऐसा करेंगे कि फिर अपन ये सोर्सेस तो सब एक्टिव बता रहा है यार. एक्टिव तो बता रहा है, तो क्यों नहीं चल रहा? आई थिंक अब कुछ हो जाए यार. आई होप अब चल जाएगा इस, क्योंकि
go on the internet
या
and we watch
आई
certain
होप कि अब सही
videos
चल
that we
रहा है.
shouldn't be
वो
watching, and then
ब्लूटूथ
we
हैंडसेट की प्रॉब्लम है, मुझे कुछ करना पड़ेगा इसका, ऐसे तो मज़ा नहीं आएगा. गाइस जस्ट गिव मी अ Let me do something. Hello.
Here's the mindset change that I need y'all to
Yeah,
make. And this really changed my entire view on lust and it's helped me overcome it. You have to
let's start from
understand
the beginning, guys.
that lust has a purpose. The purpose of lust is to get you off of your God given purpose, of the
Hmm,
God given
I see.
destiny that God has given to you in your life. The purpose of lust is to make you comfortable, is to make you.
So I had a thought, like if everybody's saying that if you don't if you want to follow, if you want to go with the path of God, if you want to understand God, if you want to understand philosophy of God, then you have to leave the lust behind. So I just had a thought in my back of the mind, like if God has created us and he wanted us to be in his path, then why he created lust with that? Why don't he just finish the lust from us? And exactly this is the answer he talked about, like Nick Jonas. I think this guy is good. So why exactly God created lust if a man don't want to follow him, don't want to follow it? Like if a person don't want to follow lust in the path of God, then dot why did God create that kind of shit, that kind of thing in human mind, kind of lust? And yeah, then the question arises, if God didn't create lust, then reproduction in human will end. And I think if God created in that way, like if he created lust in that way to reproduce, then why he just like why didn't he stop while making only for the child? Like lust is everywhere, like every fucking way is lust everywhere, in words, in Instagram, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Reddit, on each and everywhere lust is present. And I was just reading the confession on Reddit, like dude, hell yeah, hell man, in the world people are just fucked up because everything is connected with lust. If once you break the chain of lust, you will understand that your life has changed. Your whole fucking life has changed just because you defeated the lust. And this is the thing, like look at that thumbnail, like I just like it. So let's talk about this video, man. Let's talk about it. Let me just confirm that my voice is coming good or not, and whether the guys this
If you are
Nick's,
struggling with
yeah,
lust, just know that I've
everything
been
is
there
good.
before. And I know how sometimes it could feel like you can never get out of that cycle. And even sometimes you might break free of that cycle for like a few weeks or a few months, and then you'll fall right back into that same sin. Just know this: you need to change your perspective when it comes to lust. Specifically, I'm talking about when we go on the internet
Hmm.
and we watch certain videos that we shouldn't be watching, and then we do things to ourselves that we shouldn't be doing. That This is specifically what I'm talking about when I say lust. Here's the mindset change that I need y'all to make, and this really changed my entire view on lust and it's helped me overcome it. You
Hmm.
have to understand that lust has a.
Like in the first phase of the 1 minute, he said about the we are just going to watch something we don't want to. And still a lot of people are just captured with that mind, where they just go on Instagram live, like they just go on sorry, on live, not on live, they just go on Instagram, they just go on Chrome, Opera, or on any other kind of thing. They just watch porn, they just watch soft porn, they just watch other naked girls dancing. And I think this is the lust I'm talking about. And I think 90 to 95% of the people in my country, they are just watching porns and other websites that they don't have to. And I think that's the reason behind that I just come and talked about it, because everybody I know that everybody in this world, in this 21st, in this 21st century, everybody has watched that fucking thing in this and in their life. Everybody is suffering from lust, and everybody had that, like, back of their mind, like, go and search it on Instagram, go and search it on Chrome. What happened? क्या ही बिगड़ जाएगा एक दिन देखने में? What will happen when you just see that once? So I was that kind of guy. And I think in my age, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, everybody is suffering from that. And a lot of 15, 16 years to 30 years people are watching that stuff on internet, on other things. And that created a havoc in their mind. And that havoc created the anger issues, and that anger issues come in the form of other things. Like we were talking about, and yeah, मेरे से एक बहुत बड़ी, I'm just talking in Hindi because I made a mistake on my different channel, on my second channel. Like जब अपन लोग उस बारे में बात कर रहे थे, I just forgot to turn on the camera of my screen. So yeah, I made a big mistake, and मैंने 40 मिनट का लाइव ऐसे ही कर दिया, और वो लाइव हो गया। और उसके बाद मैंने जब फिर से खोल के देखा तो मुझे समझ आया, शिट मैन, आई जस्ट व्हाट आई डिड, लाइक मैंने 40 मिनट लाइव कर दिया, मैं सुना रहा हूँ वहाँ पे, और स्क्रीन ही चालू नहीं है, लोगों को पता ही नहीं मैं किस बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ। हेल मैन, चलो एनीवेज, आई एम जस्ट गोना डिलीट दैट लाइव। सो या, आई थिंक दिस इज something I was talking about the Instagram comments. Like, go and watch the every Instagram comment. You will identify, like, a lot of people in the country, a lot of people in the world are suffering from lust. That is the symptom of the lust. Then when you see something and you just like, for men, when they see women, they just, because their mind is created in that way. Because whenever they see a beautiful woman or the sexy woman or the hot woman, they just, I'm not, by the way, I'm not objectifying while saying them sexy, hot. I am saying that this is the mindset of the human being. If they see something good, they just try to create their own fantasies in their mind. Like, for example, the Instagram, they are just showing lust on the Instagram reels ki teri le lunga, like that. मुझे याद रह गया वो कमेंट, आई थिंक, व्हाट द हेल मैन, मैं दिखाऊंगा हुआ तो, आई जस्ट वी जस्ट टॉक अबाउट दैट इंस्टाग्राम रील ऑन दिस लाइव टू, in English basically, because I just want to show that face in the world. Because why exactly I am doing live on this channel in English? Because I know that my English is not very good, because I am from the Hindi speaking nation. But still, I just want to show the world that what exactly is happening in India. Like, I know that India is suffering from 25% tariff to 50% tariff from Donald Trump. That is the other talk I am from. And basically my bachelor's I have just completed my bachelor's in foreign trade, and it's my field, it's my interest of field. If it happen, we just create a live on that too. But let's come on topic. Like, I just want to show that India is suffering from lust a lot, and I was the guy who was suffering from it too. And I think every human being is suffering from it. But once we understand why lust is happening, if we understand the base why lust is coming in one's mind, we will definitely gonna understand that, yeah, we can stop it. When we understand that, yeah, this is the reason behind the lust is coming in my mind. And the biggest reason in Instagram, like, is Instagram, is YouTube, is the mindset, is the Chrome, is the porn, and other etc things. This are the main reasons behind the people who understand. I think once people understand the basis of the lust, they just gonna have a lot of thing clear in that mind. Yeah, this is the thing that I just don't want to do in my life, just because it is showing something which is bad for me, which is bad for that girl, which is bad for my country, which is bad for my religion, which is bad for the whole world. Because you are doing nothing but a shit on Instagram comment. Just go and find out. You will just find out, like, a lot of objectification of the woman out of lust. People are commenting things on Instagram out of lust, and they are just objectifying them. They are just objectifying ki teri lunga, like, r word is very famous in India for the girls. If a girl is and to be very honest, the reel that was posting by the man, even though that the girls were only dancing, yeah, they were just dancing on Instagram, and still people are just commenting on that thing, like, shit man, this whole country is, like, truly, they are just, like, what I say, I just don't want to say that fuck word right now, because I just want to keep this live stream as clean as possible. But out of anger, out of rage, that word comes out of me. I just try to keep calm myself, keep anger out of me, but still that come because of the people. And I think that's the only 1% of the people, those who are commenting, and the 99% of the people, those who are suffering from lust, they are just, I think, Let's talk about the how can you come out of the lust. But first we just describe that in two words. Like, man, I'm just holding you for a minute. I just want to talk about it. I'm just creating the three categories. Like, मेरे पास अगर पेन होता ना, तो I can just better explain you guys. I just love to create categories out of things. मैंने ऐसी categories बनाई थी कि इंडिया में what exactly people in India likes to watch. So yeah, let, अगर मुझे मेरे पास पेन होता या फिर क्या ऐसे करूँ मैं, नोटपैड. Let's talk about it. अरे, let's talk about it. And I'm just gonna type in with my one hand. So yeah, there THEIR आएगा कि THERE आएगा. Anyways, THEIR. अरे ठीक है यार. There are three. Just a second, guys. Three types of people. PE. अरे, people. यार, if any spelling mistake happens, so don't judge me because I am typing with one hand and my spelling creation is too good, is not that good. Types of people. There are three types of people who lusts. Who who those who objectify women. Um, women with lust in that kind of a thing. Guys, what can I do so that I can type with my two hands? अब आवाज सही आ रही है क्या? Just a second. Okay, got it. अरे भैया. So yeah, guys, let's talk about it. Uh, with lust, मेरे हिसाब से नंबर वन पे आते हैं. नंबर वन. अरे वो वाला कहाँ है? हटाओ. नंबर वन. दोज दोज अरे यार, ये मेरा कीबोर्ड खराब हो चुका है. दोज हु आर जस्ट प्रेजेंट a lot in it. Like for example, what exactly I am talking about here? I am talking about the people, those who are just present a lot in it. Like for example, those who are thinking about the lust each and every time they are thinking about the woman, they are objectifying woman. Here I am basically I am talking about the men. So yeah, those who just present in it a lot in it. हाँ ठीक है, a lot in it. And and can't see the and can't see the reality. अरे, ए टाइप में हो. Reality of of the of the world, even of the woman. Like, here I say कि वो reality नहीं देख पा रहे हैं and can't see the reality of the world and even the woman, that woman is also a human being. Once, let's talk about it कि how can we exactly defame or not exactly defame, how can we exactly undermine or finish, exactly the finish is the word, finish the lust. Once we understand that that woman who is come in front of me is nothing but a human being like me, she is also a human being. Once I stop looking her like ki ye to, like objectifying her, then the results will definitely come because the mind is thinking about me, the mind is sending the message and the like mind is sending me message ki, like, neuroplasticity, we can call it neuroplasticity, that if a woman comes, instead of objectifying her, I just think ki she is also a woman and she is also a human being. And what if I say you look her as your mother, as your sister. Once you start looking her as a human being, as your sister, as your mother, you will definitely see that the feeling of lust has just finished, just because your mind is not connecting in that way that it was connecting before, in the form of objectification of women, in the form of other kind of thing. So first of all, look at the reality of the woman. Reality here, I when I write the world, it means that reality of the world, reality of the nature. I think nature, like, remove that, ये अगले पॉइंट में बात करते हैं अपन. Reality of woman, that she is also a human. She is also a human being, as easy as that. Look at her, or look at her as a, or look at her as a mother, or your sis. When you start looking her, like, I know कि everybody look at that as a human being. Look at her as a human being, not objectifying her. मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि अगर तुम्हारी नजर चली, like, नजर तो हर किसी की जाती है कि हर किसी पे, like, a man also look at a man, but what thoughts, when he see that man or when he see that woman, what thought exactly come in his mind is actually creating a better human, or a good human or a bad human, a lusty human or a great human. क्योंकि मैंने कि देखा, देखो, हर हर इंसान, एवरी ह्यूमन बीइंग लुक एट समथिंग, और फिर उसके उसको देखने के बाद वो उस बारे में क्या सोचता है, व्हाट दैट इज व्हाट एक्चुअली मैटर्स. व्हेन आई सी वुमेन, एंड वेन एवर एनीबडी, लाइक, मैं खुद का एग्जांपल तो नहीं लूं तो बेहतर है. व्हेन एनीबडी लुक एट द वुमन, ही जस्ट ऑब्जेक्टिफाई हर, और शी लुक एट हर एज हर मदर. कि ठीक है, मैंने उसे देखा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, देयर इज अ पर्सन, ए पर्सन है, मैं सिर्फ ऐसे लिखने के लिए लिख रहा हूँ ये, ठीक है. ए पर्सन है ना, उसने बी पर्सन को देखा, यहाँ पे देखना गाइस, ये यहाँ पे है ना, ठीक है. उसने बी पर्सन को देखा. ए पर्सन इज अ मैन, ए इज अ मैन, एंड बी इज अ वुमन. आई थिंक मैं इसकी जगह, इट्स बेटर टू यूज नोटपैड इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस. नोटपैड यूज कर रहा हूँ, इट्स बेटर टू यूज वर्ड. एंड गाइस, बाय द वे, आई एम राइटिंग अ बुक, अ नॉवल विथ माय फ्रेंड, विथ प्रथमेश पाटिल. इफ मैं लिख दूंगा इस महीने की एंडिंग तक इसे, तो, अरे भैया, ये भाई को अपन देखते हैं अभी, इस महीने की एंडिंग तक हम लिख के फेंक देंगे उस बुक को. तो पढ़ो यार जाके, मजा आ जाएगा. बहुत बहुत टेंस स्टोरी है, मजा आ जाएगा. यू गाइस गोना लव इट. जस्ट बिलीव इन मी, जस्ट बिलीव इन माई थिंकिंग, जस्ट बिलीव इन. हो सकता है कि मे बी देयर इज सम काइंड ऑफ अनसर्टेनिटी इन आवर बुक, बट स्टिल वी आर जस्ट गोना क्रिएट इट. वो मैन आएगा, MAN, बट हाँ, एक्चुअली मैं इधर होल, एज अ होल यूज कर रहा था, ठीक है, एज अ सिस. सो for example, there is a person A. Let's mark with him with red. इसे अपन ने A ले लिया. A is a man and B is a woman. Okay. अरे, एंड बी इज अ वुमन, ठीक है. अब ए ने बी को देखा. अब उसके दिमाग में ये थॉट आया, जस्ट लुक एट दैट, जस्ट लुक एट हर, हाउ ब्यूटीफुल शी इज, एंड शी अप्रिशिएट हर ब्यूटी. देन आई कंसिडर इज at a as a good human, because he is just appreciating her beauty. And B is a good looking woman, which is actually good looking. It doesn't matter how much good she is, but yeah, she is good looking. In what aspect you look at her beauty, it depends on a person. Like मैं उसी एग्जांपल पे आ रहा हूँ. So एक पर्सन ने, देयर इज अ पर्सन ए, उसने बी को देखा, वुमेन बी, मैन ए ने बी को देखा, वुमेन बी को, and he thought that, and he started objectifying her, like like I just don't gonna use that slang or any other thing. Just look at her, like, man, every man, just look at her, how beautiful she is. There is a two part, like positivity, negativity. One who appreciates her beauty, like, look at her, how good she is, like, she is very beautiful. And a person B who just objectify her, she look her as with his lusty eyes. And I just don't gonna use that slang. So this is the most important thing that you have to understand, that you just don't have to do that. Look at her as a woman, as a human being. And there is a person three who look her as ki, yeah, she is a good looking woman and she is a human being, and I consider his as my mother, as my sister. Once you started looking a beautiful, a non beautiful, like, it doesn't matter how much beautiful she is, what actually matters is she is a woman, she is a human being. Like me, it doesn't matter that she is woman or man, she is a human being. First of all, what actually matters is every human is a human being. That was actually matters, that is actually matters, not was. So look at her as a human, then तुम जब उसे as a human being, as a human breed treat, human being treat करने लगोगे, then you will definitely gonna see that, yeah, this is the thing I just want to say, this is the thing कि I just want to say, I just want to feel. You just don't feel anything. वो आई तुमने ignore कर दिया, ठीक है, she was a woman, she is like my mother, she is like my sister, she is a human being. Then you just ignore her. कि okay. And there is a person too, who meant to, who just objectify her. मैंने देखा यार, I just मैं क्या हो गया यार इस दुनिया को, like लोग ना पीछे मुड़ मुड़ के, like मुड़ मुड़ के देखते हैं यार आंटियों को. मैं like for example, मैं रोड पे चल रहा हूँ, ठीक है, मैं देख रहा हूँ कि इधर साइड में कोई दीदी जा रही है, ठीक है, इधर एक अंकल जा रहे हैं अच्छे 40 50 50 40 30 40 साल के. ही इज लुकिंग एट हर, मुड़ मुड़ के देख रहा है भाई, मुड़ मुड़ के, लाइक अनकंफर्टेबिलिटी एट इट्स पीक मैन. मुड़ मुड़ के क्यों यार, लाइक जस्ट सी हर एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग. आई डोंट नो यू फाउंड हाउ यू गाइस फाइंड हर अट्रैक्टिव. मैंने बस देखा, लाइक आई जस्ट थॉट कि यार ये दीदी है, मैंने अभी भी दीदी बोला, लाइक शी इज अ दीदी, लाइक व्हाट हैपेंड. वो मुड़ मुड़ के देख रहा भाई. इतना ज्यादा अनकंफर्टेबल फील करा रहते हैं भाई इंडिया में लोग वुमेन को, इतना ज्यादा अनकंफर्टेबल. वाई यार, शी इज ऑल्सो अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, शी इज ऑल्सो अ वुमेन, शी हैज राइट टू गो. तुम ऐसे इतना ज्यादा अनकंफर्टेबल फील कराओगे तो, एक नहीं यार, मैंने हजारों, और तुम दो, the person who is listening to me also can understand what I am trying to say. You have seen a lot of people in your area, in your on the road, in the garden, everywhere. This kind of men are present everywhere, because these are the people, those who are 95% of the 95% of the majority of the men are like this. Believe me or not, I am here to criticize men because they are just, they are just, what should I say, there is no word required for them, like only 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 that, लाइक व्हाट आई से, मतलब शब्द ही खत्म हो गया यार, क्या कहूँ मैं अब. तुम इतना ज्यादा हर चीज में होने, यू गाइस आर जस्ट ऑब्जेक्टिफाइंग द वुमेन, एंड स्टिल यू आर सेइंग दैट कि नारी शक्ति, व्हाट द हेल मैन. इट्स इम्पॉसिबल फॉर, लाइक कैसे. अब पॉइंट ये है कि हर कोई प्रॉब्लम के बारे में बात करता है, एवरीबॉडी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रॉब्लम कि यार 95% ऑफ द मैन आर लाइक दिस, 90% ऑफ द मैन आर लाइक दिस. So what's, how can that 95% of the people can change themselves, how that 95% men can change themselves? The reason is, once you start doing neuroplasticity in your mind, whenever you see women, just appreciate her beauty, and appreciate her beauty as a, as your, she is your sister, she is your mother, like that. Ki you see a beautiful woman, yeah, she is very beautiful, and I respect her beauty as my mother, as my sister. तुम दिमाग तक ये कनेक्शन पहुंचाओ, ये दिमाग तक ये सिग्नल पहुंचाओ कि शी इज माय सिस्टर, शी इज माय मदर. When you start providing that signal in your mind ki she is not anything else than a human being, you will definitely gonna see there is a lot of changes in your mind too. A mind totally, your mind has totally changed in that point of view, while you looking the woman, while you looking the beautiful woman. And in my opinion, every woman is beautiful. अब लोग मजाक उड़ाते हैं, एक लड़की अगर दूसरी लड़की को प्रोत्साहित कर दे, लाइक इफ दे, और प्रोत्साहित कर दे, नॉट 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 दैट वर्ड, लाइक if any woman just encourage a different woman or a different girl on Instagram comment, boys be like, और कैसे बोल दिया, ये कैसे बोल दिया भाई, she is encouraging her. पॉजिटिव होने में प्रॉब्लम क्या है? व्हाट्स द प्रॉब्लम इफ यू आर जस्ट टू पॉजिटिव इन योरसेल्फ? तुम उसे कुछ अच्छा बोल रहे हो, लाइक मुझे ये पता है कि नार्सिसिस्टिक थिंग, इगोइस्ट थिंग, वो चीज गलत है कि तुम बहुत ही ज्यादा स्ले, व्हाट द हेल मैन, स्ले, स्ले मीन स्किल, किल कर दिया, व्हाट द हेल मैन, ये कमेंट्स, दिस आर शिटी कमेंट्स. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द अप्रिशिएटिंग कमेंट्स. मैन, द मेन प्रॉब्लम बिहाइंड मैन इज दे नेवर गोना अप्रिशिएट देमसेल्फ. खुद को भी नहीं करेंगे और सामने वाले को तो डूब जान दो, मर जान दो, हम अप्रिशिएट तो क्या, उससे कुछ भी नहीं बोले. बिलीव मी गाइस, जस्ट टॉक टू अ गुड लुकिंग मैन, उसे पता ही नहीं होगा कि वो गुड लुकिंग है. उससे बचपन से ये बोला होगा कि तू तो ऐसे ही है, झाटू है, तू तो ये है, वो है. बिलीव मी गाइस, मैन को कभी पता ही नहीं होता. अ हैंडसम मैन डोंट नो दैट ही इज हैंडसम फॉर हिज होल फकिंग लाइफ. नोबडी गॉना से हिम. और अगर कोई बोलेगा ना यू आर गुड लुकिंग मैन, तो वो उसे जज करेगा, क्या पागल मजाक उड़ा रहा है क्या? बिलीव मी. So yeah, this was the thing. Go and appreciate her beauty as your sister, as your mother. Don't objectify women. Believe me, guys. Once you start doing this, once you start understanding this objectification of women is just too bad. This is happening because of your lust, because of the mind you created your own. You will definitely gonna see a lot of change in the whole society because you are appreciating the one who is someone's daughter, someone's sister, someone's mother, and you are thinking in the same way. You are appreciating her as a woman, not objectifying her. You just appreciate her कि yeah, she is beautiful, I appreciate her as a woman, and then ignore her, not objectify her. देखो, अच्छी, यार अच्छी लगी नहीं लगी वो पॉइंट नहीं है, देखा ठीक है, she is a woman, then move on. Move on. Uh don't even think a single thought about her. When you start doing that thing, you will definitely gonna see change in yourself. मत सोचो उसके बारे में, दूसरी बार सोचो ही मत. Don't think about her for the second time. And when you understand that if you are going to do this, you are not more lusty than you were before. You were usually too lusty. Once you start performing this activity, performing and not performing, appreciating the woman's beauty out of looking her as a mother, as a sister, you will definitely gonna see that your life has changed, the society has changed. If this thing has done macro, on the macro level, but nobody is gonna do that. Believe me guys. मुझे ही भाई, मुझे ही बहुत लाइक, मैं किसी को समझाता हूँ ना ये बात, पीपल भी लाइक, अबे तू पागल है क्या, तूने करके दिखा दिया क्या, तू कर रहा है क्या? भाई कर रहा हूँ मैं, तूने कभी जाना? नोबडी gonna understand it. इंस्टाग्राम रील, मैं जब, पता है, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, वेन एवर आई जस्ट, मेरी एक मतलब आईडी है, फेक आईडी, जो ब्रो XX12312C, आई डोंट नो व्हाट्स हिज नेम. हाँ, XX123 ब्रो. मैं जब उसे चलाता हूँ ना, मैं देखता हूँ कि आई जस्ट फॉलोड अ लॉट ऑफ गर्ल्स आउट ऑफ सोशल मीडिया एंड दैट. मैंने उन्हें फॉलो इसलिए करा था बिकॉज आई जस्ट वांट टू स्टार्ट रोस्टिंग चैनल. 2021 में मैंने वो चैनल बनाया था. बट कब मेरा दिमाग बहक गया, बिलीव मी गाइस, कब मेरा दिमाग बहक गया मुझे ही नहीं पता चला. मैं एडिक्ट हो गया, पता है इस चीज का. आई ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड, लाइक, आई ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड doing the same thing. I also started to watch Instagram reels on the daily basis for that lust, for that woman, for that beauty. मैं 2021 2022 से यही बातें कर रहा हूँ, बट nobody is gonna listen me. और मैंने जब वो चलाया तो मुझे समझ में आया कि इंस्टाग्राम रील्स भी एक बहुत बड़ा कारण हो सकता है ऑब्जेक्टिफिकेशन का. लेकिन फिर मैंने सोचा कि इन 2024, बैक इन 2024, आई जस्ट थॉट इफ आई एम जस्ट वाचिंग दैट वीडियो ऑफ दैट रील, इन द काइंड ऑफ रील, एंड व्हाट्स द रीजन कि मैंने इसे फॉलो इसलिए करा था, बिकॉज मे बी शी इज फ्रॉम इंदौर, मे बी शी इज फ्रॉम, मे बी शी इज क्रिएटिंग क्रिंज कंटेंट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. तो इसमें ऑब्जेक्टिफिकेशन की बात कैसे आई? मैं तो वैसे हालांकि इंस्टाग्राम पे भी ऑब्जेक्टिफिकेशन नहीं करता था जैसा लोग कमेंट में करते हैं. मैं सिर्फ उसे देखता था और मैं सोचता था कि मैं भी इनके जैसा ही हो रहा हूँ क्या? क्योंकि बैक ऑफ द माइंड मेरे दिमाग में यही था कि आई एम नॉट लाइक द रेस्ट ऑफ द ह्यूमन बीइंग, बिकॉज दे आर दे ऑल आर जस्ट, दे उन्हें नहीं फर्क पड़ रहा ना किसी चीज से. उन्हें फर्क इस चीज से पड़ रहा है कि इसकी ब्यूटी कैसी है, इसकी सुंदरता क्या है. बट मेरे दिमाग में तो, मेरे संस्कार ही ऐसे हैं कि कभी भेदभाव मत करो. तो ब्यूटीज के स्टैंडर्ड्स पे तो कम से कम, इंडिया के ब्यूटी स्टैंडर्ड्स में तो इतना ज्यादा भेदभाव है हर चीज में. एवरीबडी इज गोना जस्ट, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन बिटवीन द human in India on the basis of their looks, on the basis of their color, on the basis of their caste, on the basis of their religion. अभी वैसे कास्ट रिलीजन वाली बात तो अलग जाती है, वो उस पर अपन बाद में बात करेंगे, बट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर कलर, if someone is white, if someone is has that white color on their face, गोरे हिंदी में गोरा बोलते हैं, इंग्लिश में नॉट, आई डोंट नो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वी कॉल इट वाइट, उन्हें हर जगह रिस्पेक्ट मिलेगी, इवन दो देयर फेशियल स्ट्रक्चर इज जस्ट सक्स, their facial harmony sucks, still they consider as the good looking human just because of their white color. I don't know why. गोरे चमड़े से, एक मैंने बहुत सही पढ़ा था, गोरे चमड़े से इंडिया वालों को बहुत प्रेम है, मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था, इंस्टाग्राम पे पढ़ा था आई गेस, गोरा चमड़ा इट मीन्स की वाइट कलर। सो ब्यूटी स्टैंडर्ड्स इंडिया के, हालांकि वो बात की बात है, अपन क्या बात कर रहे थे, टॉपिक चेंज हो गया। तो लस्ट पे बात कर, हाँ इंस्टाग्राम पे बात कर रहे थे। तो मैंने जब वो आईडी खोली मुझे पता चला कि अब जैसे वो मुस्कान करके कोई क्रिएटर, आई डोंट नो, मैं फॉलो करता हूँ एक्सेस ब्रो से, बिकॉज आई फाउंड हर टू क्रीपी, टू लाइक क्रीपी यार, मेरे लिए तो क्रीपी है वो, क्योंकि शी इज जस्ट क्रिएटिंग कंटेंट आउट ऑफ हर बॉडी, आउट ऑफ लस्ट, शी इज नॉट, शी इज नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग एल्स। आज मेरे बिल्ले ने, या शायद तुम समझ गए होगे, मुझे सरनेम नहीं पता और यूजर नेम भी नहीं पता, आज मेरे बिल्ले ने ये निकाल के वो कर दिया, ये काफी चिपचिपा गीला, लाइक व्हाट द हेल मैन, शी इज डूइंग exactly what Indians wants, what a man want, not exactly Indian, what men want, what men wants. She is doing exactly that thing, and she knows that how social media works, and people are just following her a lot. अब मैंने बहुत सारे रील देखे हैं। अब मैंने लास्ट, I just talked about that with when I was doing live with Pratmesh Patil. There is a channel, there is a handle, Instagram handle by the way, profile, which is artificially intelligence, AI generated basically, artificially generate, artificially तो नहीं, AI से generated थी, AI generated video, AI generated channel, the whole channel is working on that, and still there is 500k followers of her, even though that is AI generated, because वो ब्यूटी दिखा रही है ना, वो अपने अपनी कर्वी बॉडी दिखा रही है, दैट्स द रीजन पीपल जस्ट लस्सी लस्टफुल आईज, मजा आ रहा है भाई, पता नहीं चल रहा कि इवन दो दैट इज एआई क्रिएटेड, इवन दो पीपल आर जस्ट वाचिंग, वाओ सेक्सी, कूल, मजा आ गया, मजा, अरे फक व्हाट द हेल मैन, कमेंट्स पढ़ो उधर जाके यार नीचे, हॉट, व्हाट द हेल मैन, see that is AI generated video, even though people don't understand that that is AI generated, they are like they are blind because of the lust. Everybody, I am not talking about this man by the way, लोग सोचेंगे कि भाई किसके बारे में बात कर रहा है, people are blind in lust, they are blind man, they are blind. बढ़ाओ यार सब्सक्राइबर, बढ़ाओ यार, बहुत बातें करनी, बहुत सारी बातें करनी है भाई, सुधारना है, खुद को भी सुधारेंगे इस जर्नी में, तुमको भी सुधारेंगे, सब सुधरेंगे मिलके भाई, पूरी सोसाइटी को चेंज लाना भाई, पॉइंट वही है ना, सोसाइटी में चेंज इतनी आसानी से नहीं आता ना। करो यार सब्सक्राइब करो, दबा के सब्सक्राइब करो, मेरी लिटरली इच्छा होती है कि मैं फेशियल, लाइक क्या कहते हैं उसे, फेस कैम वीडियोस बनाऊं, लेकिन फेस कैम लाइव करूं, लेकिन नहीं है यार, सब्सक्राइबर्स नहीं है मेरे पास अभी, वो रिसोर्सेज नहीं है, पोटेंशियल बहुत है, लेकिन इट डजंट मैटर दैट हाउ मच पोटेंशियल यू हैव, व्हाट एक्चुअली मैटर्स इज हाउ मच गुड लुकिंग यू आर इन इंडिया। अभी अगर मैं ये इंस्टाग्राम पे भाई मैं अच्छी बातें कर रहा हूँ ना, मुझे पता है, मैं आज से 10 साल बाद भी अच्छी बातें करूंगा ना, मुझे कोई पसंद नहीं करेगा, जस्ट बिकॉज आई एम डूइंग द थिंग, मैं उस चीज के खिलाफ बात कर रहा हूँ जो चीज हर किसी को अच्छी लग रही है, और जो सबको अच्छी लग रही है ना, अगर मैं उसी कंटेंट के साथ जाता ना, तो शायद मेरे फॉलोअर्स बढ़ जाते, मेरे सब्सक्राइबर्स बढ़ जाते, बट स्टिल मैं उस चीज के खिलाफ जा रहा हूँ जिस चीज के खिलाफ दुनिया नहीं जाना चाह रही, नहीं जा रहा, कोई नहीं जा रहा उस चीज के खिलाफ। मुस्कान कितने ज्यादा फॉलो, मुस्कान क्या, कितने ही हैं यार, कितने ऐसे वल्गर क्रिएटर्स हैं, उनके फॉलोअर्स इस चक्कर में, बिकॉज दे आर क्रिएटिंग वल्गर कंटेंट आउट ऑफ देयर पोटेंशियल, बिकॉज एंड व्हाट एग्जैक्टली देयर पोटेंशियल इज देयर लुक्स, देयर बॉडी, दे आर यूजिंग देयर बॉडी फॉर देयर कंटेंट, ओनली फैंस इज द बेस्ट एग्जांपल फॉर दैट। अब क्या ही बात करना, ओनली फैंस तो लाइक यूएस कल्चर, यूरोपियन कल्चर, आई जस्ट डोंट वांट टू टॉक इन दैट, आई जस्ट डोंट वांट टू गो इन डेप्थ इन दैट, बट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट इंडिया, सेम थिंग, लाइक पूरी वर्ल्ड, पूरी दुनिया ही ऐसी है, everybody's talking about lust, but how can you conquer lust, nobody's talking about that. Reddit is all about that thing. Reddit अगर चाहो ना तो बहुत अच्छा भी है, और Reddit चाहो तो बहुत बुरा भी है, like let's just watch men's video और बीच बीच में कमेंट्री करते हैं।
A purpose. The purpose of lust is to get you off of your God given purpose, of the God.
Exactly, man. Hinduism, Christianity, I don't know about any other religion, but if this guy is Christianity and he's talking the same way, Hinduism also decodes the same way. Ki whenever you are lusty, feeling lusty, this I created in Bhagavad Gita. No, not exactly in Bhagavad Gita. I read it somewhere. Ki if you are feeling lusty, the lust is created by the God to change your path from God to different direction, from the lust, from the materiality, from the metrics of the world, of this universe. God created lust because of that. He want to take it as a test. You can consider it as a test. Like even though after the biggest surge of lust, biggest urge of reproduction, even though you have that, but still you are just following the path of God. That's the reason God is taking shelter of you, because you defeated lust, which is the biggest enemy of the human devotion, human devotional services, devotional path. And the exactly same thing is said.
Given destiny that God has given to you in your life. The
Like
purpose
he's
of
talking about destiny, he's talking about life. Like yeah, destiny also got disrupted from that, and it got disturbed because of the lust. Once you get in lust, you will feel like I was suffering from that thing. Mera experience batata hu. When I was not in that philosophy, I was in lust, and in like I was in 95% of the people. I had I had thought ki like let's watch that dash 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 thing on Chrome, क्या ही बिगड़ जाएगा. I am also a part of this world. But फिर मुझे समझ में आया कि नहीं यार, ये चीज़ कहीं ना कहीं बुरी है और रहेगी. तो मेरे को इसने डिस्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया था. That lust distracted me every time I was thinking about it. I was talking about it with my friends. Not philosophical things. When then I just come in philosophy. That's the totally different talk. But I was talking about it. I was thinking about it all the time. I had everything in my mind. And जब मुझे मेरे गोल की तरफ फोकस होना चाहिए, व्हेन आई जस्ट वांट टू बी फोकस टुवर्ड्स माय गोल, आई वाज थिंकिंग अबाउट लस्ट, आई वाज थिंकिंग अबाउट द अदर थिंग्स, about the dash dash things, and that distracted me from my goal. And I am still distracted from my goal because of philosophy. That's the other thing. But I'm still distracted, and the lust is the basic reason behind that. Lust distract you from the whole life. That your life will change when you come in lust. Your life will degrade it, definitely gonna degrade, because lust is something that has power to change your whole fucking life from good to sorry from good to bad. Lust has that power. So yeah.
lust is to make you comfortable, is to make you satisfied, is to make you content with where you are in your life. All
Hmm.
right? And when lust comes, it is a direct attack on you spiritually, and it is a direct attack on your Father in heaven, God. It is a direct attack against
Hmm.
Him. And every time we give into lust, we are giving into the wicked ways of Satan. Every time we give into lust, we
Like
are
I don't know what the hell he's talking about, Satan and all, but yeah, I know that lust is something which can go on, which has that potential to destroy whole life, destroy your whole career, destroy your whole goals. Because you are you are just come in that loop where the lust comes, and you just again you fulfill your mind with lust. Again that thought come, you again do that same stuff, and again your mind fulfill, and again that comes in your mind thought ki let's go and watch and do something. And then again, then this is the infinite loop, and because of that infinite loop you stuck in, you will see that no other goals, no other thing just come in your mind rather than this loop. And this is the basic reason behind the lust, how lust destroy you. Because all time you think about lust, all time you think about the sex and about the reproduction.
giving into the wicked ways of Satan. So next time you are tempted with lust, think of it as a literal battle, a literal fight for your purpose. You have God on one side who is saying, my son, my daughter, come to me. I always give you a way out. Even though Satan tempts you, come to me. I always give you a way out. And then on the other hand, you have Satan sitting there chilling like, hey, it's just one more time. It's just one more video. I mean, you can get back
Yeah.
to your purpose after you.
This is because of subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is filled with that matrix, with that loop. This happens because your subconscious mind is filled with lust, and you have to open your third eye, and you have to see inner self, yourself, like what exactly is present in your own mind. Once you start looking, once you start controlling your subconscious mind consciously, then you will see that yeah, I have conquered this biggest enemy of the mankind, which is lust. और बोलना जितना आसान है ना, करना उससे भी 10 गुना ज्यादा, 10 नहीं 50 100 1000 गुना ज्यादा कठिन है. इट इज 100x 1000x.
You watch this
Guys, just a second.
video, you can get right back to it. Think of it as a literal battle. And you need to see God and you need to see Satan and you need to choose God every single time in every situation that you are struggling and battling with lust.
Just a second, guys.